as you can see in the background, the 10th day of 31 Days of Horror has, well, the editor. We just actually finished watching this one. I started to watch this one earlier by myself, and my better half was going out to pick up one of her friends, and I was got like about a minute a minute or two into this, and she actually liked it liked what she'd seen so much that she said I had to put on something else and watch it, and wait till she came back to watch this one, and I'm kind of glad we did. So this is the editor. This is the latest film by a group of guys here in Canada called Astron 6. They put together a lot of great stuff. I'm a big supporter of Astron 6. Manborg, I think, might be the only film theirs that I don't actually have in my collection, which basically because I couldn't find it in my area, but I think I've seen it around here recently. I will pick it up. I do have the Astron 6, the original thing that was put up by Troma, the 2-disc like the short films that they did, and the fake commercials. I do have the special like huge edition of Father's Day, the one with the CD and all the Blu-rays and DVDs in there. It's really sexy looking, and I really love their work, and the fact that they work so hard with so little money and put off amazing quality stuff. And it's unbelievable the stuff that they're able to do with just such a tiny budget, just because they really love making this stuff. And this latest one they did, well, there was a poster contest, and it was kind of like there's a book called Came From Within. But it's about like I think that's the name of it. It's about Canadian horror films, and this here like was kind of a full poster gallery, and it was supposed to like do like fake Canadian horror films. So, well, the guy, the star of the movie, Adam Brooks, and he had an idea for like a poster. And we had an idea for a movie, and he actually made a little poster of it. And that poster was one of the ones I think was one of the winners in the whole thing, and they actually got a free poster of it. So we're like, okay, well now we got the poster, we should make a movie. And he had like kind of a gem of an idea for it, just kind of like just a tiny bit, and he went and took it from there. The editor takes a lot from a lot of different films. And by that I mean it pays homage to a lot of different films. We have an actress that pretty much mirrors Katrina McCall's character from The Beyond in her stalker blindness. You just got to see that to believe it. Lauren, and we have some decent actors in it too, but I got to mention that right off. Paz de la Huerta is in this one, and we have Lawrence R. Harvey from, of course, the Human Centipede 2, which I'm not a huge fan of Human Centipede movies, but he is a good actor. And of course, the incomparable Udo Kier is in this one as well, and I'm a big fan of him. I'm a really big fan of him. He's one of those like just kind of quirky actors, but you can really tell that he loves what he's doing, and that's what I really like about that actor. He can come off as strange and a bit unique, but he loves the craft. He obviously loves the craft. That's really obvious within that. Now, with that being said, I should get right into the crux of the review. The editor basically is about it's about an editor who lost his fingers because, well, I was in the kitchen during that actual sequence, but apparently he was doing a movie that drove him crazy about, what was it about, again, life that didn't end. So
No beginning, no end.
no, yeah, it had no beginning, no ending. So as an editor, that just drove him nuts, and he chopped off his fingers. So he has this like wooden hand. Now there's a killer going around, as the movie that he's presently working on is being made, and the killer is chopping off the fingers of the victims in the exact same way that the editor has his fingers chopped off. So obviously the editor is like the big suspect, and there's a lot of really good red herrings in this one. I got to be honest with you. I early on I kind of called it, but then I changed my mind on who it was. And that's the truth. I changed my mind, and I was sure that it was this specific actress, and it went when it wasn't. So a good one on you guys there for that. The Editor itself is a fantastic film. I gotta say, this cover here, I love this cover. It's done by the guys from Dude Designs, and it really suits. It suits like the style of film. I really want to give a good review of this, but the thing is, I don't want to spoil a lot of this movie. It takes stuff from a lot of different films, from The Beyond. It takes stuff from Tenebrae. There's scenes right out of New York Ripper. There's one scene that shows actually the beginning of New York Ripper, the opening scene of that as well, with the dog and with the dog playing fetch. We have like a lot of different sequences from a lot of different films. Tarantulas are used in the film. I'm a big arachnophobe, but tarantulas are used in the film. There's like Suspiria, like references in here. Like there's so many references there. I'm sure, like, I've watched a lot of giallo films, a lot of like 70 slasher stuff, pieces, but honestly, it makes you want to go back and watch like a ton of them all over again. I got to listen to that commentary on this thing because I can just imagine the different references that I may have missed in there. Just some great stuff, some amazing stuff.
The dubbing is funny.
Oh yeah, the dubbing. Yeah, it's remember, this is supposed to be like a giallo type film, and so they have like they do this dubbing thing where there's certain sequences where it looks like the audio's out of sync. What's actually happening is they're mouthing their words so that they can make the audio look out of sync afterwards, so they can have like really bad dubbing on it. And you have any thoughts on this one?
I think it was very well done. It could have been a funny movie, and there's too much cheese to the point where it might be insulting to the genre, but you can really see how much they revere those types of movies and the acting, even though they're cheesy, even though the acting most of the time is bad, and the mysteries are.
There are good mysteries in those movies. Thank you very much.
Well, yes. Well, some of them are, and some of them, you know, the good ones and the bad ones. Even the good ones have a lot of cheese. But yeah, no, they did it very respectfully, and made a very fun movie. And yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I would definitely say pick up the other. These guys here put a lot of work into this, and they do
equal opportunity nudity, which was very appreciated too.
Yes, there's male and female nudity in this film, and I'm not like a good judge of the male aspect of the nudity, but I'm not going to lie here. I'm going to be 100% honest. The females that they cast for this film were downright stunning. They were. There were some beautiful, beautiful women in this film.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know if beautiful men. I don't know.
But it didn't matter. That was the point. It was they did it as a fun thing.
But you need that in
reflecting the era.
Yeah, but that was like a big thing there. You did have these like ultra, unusually like beautiful women. They would always have to be naked because nudity was a huge part of giallo films. You know that. You watch enough of them with me, and it's got like a bunch of different directors like referenced in it. His house actually, the apartment building he lives in, is D'Argento. No, it really is. But yeah, there's a good documentary on there, about an hour long, that we watched after this on the making of it. And he said, at the end of it, and there was a lot of like really rough times on the making of it. It's really, really interesting. The documentary is really great. I was gonna like watch it, like a bit of it, and then like turn off and do my review, so that it would like. Because I usually do that because I don't like to watch too much of it and know too much behind the scenes and just give my raw thoughts on it. But she really was into the documentary, so I actually finished watching it. But
I don't think it was a pleasant set.
But yeah, there's like some different things. I guess it was a hard set. There's like it's a low budget, so they're working much harder, and some people can appreciate that, and some people can't appreciate that. That's at the end of the day. And the last thing they said there was that nowadays it's harder for distribution for films because so many people like illegally download or they get something like digitally, and they don't see anything out of that. They see anything when somebody goes out and buys a copy of their movie. They'll see money from that. So pick up The Editor. It's a really, really good film, and it's it's the number 10 in my 31 Days of Horror. I'm so proud to own this movie on Blu-ray, and it was
this is what low budget should be.
Yeah, and the thing is that it is amazing what they've done. As I'm watching like the making of, I'm utterly amazed that the budget they had and what came out of that. This really was a labor of love to get the people that they got on there Paz de la Huerta, Udo Kier, Lawrence
Well,
R.
she's
Harvey.
odd. Huh?
What?
She's odd.
I like her.
She's odd.
I'm gonna make you watch The Nurse. You'll see her in The
I
Nurse.
don't
That's a
know.
different one. In 3D. I got about 3D
No,
edition.
thank you.
You don't want to see Paz de la Huerta in 3D?
No.
I definitely want to see Paz de la Huerta in 3D. Thank you guys for watching. For me right now, it's really it's time for tea. And go watch it. It's a fantastic film. It's one of the best that I've seen in a long time. It's just like some people, if you got to be a fan of like this stuff here, though, you got to at least watch some Giallos. I think on your belt. You can enjoy the movie without it, but you're not gonna get the full crux of it if this is a genre that you've really seen any of. Uh, that's the thing, and that's one of the things that may make the film harder for some people, is that they'll go into watching this. Hopefully, it'll make people want to go out and watch the films that's been referenced in here. Uh, and some people may be completely turned off and not get it at all. But I think give it a chance. Check out that. Go and check out the whole aspect of it, because there's just some great stuff. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, it is time for tea. Have a great night, and I am out here. Say good night to my better half, who's over there just on our game on our iPad.